Hello everyone, and welcome back to FilmBook Review, an official YouTube channel of FilmBook. Featured in Google News, IMDb's news desk, and a member of the Critics' Choice Association, FilmBook is an entertainment industry news website that reports on the film and television show industries in the United States and across the world. Today on FilmBook Review, I will be reviewing the film Resurrection, a movie that screened at the 2022 Sundance Film Festival. Resurrection is directed by Andrew Simmons, written by Andrew Simmons, and stars Rebecca Hall, Tim Roth, Grace Kaufman, Michael Esper, and Agnes Wong-Carbon. This is a Resurrection movie review and there will be spoilers. If you like our movie reviews, please like this Resurrection film review as that helps us out with YouTube's algorithm, and consider subscribing. Once subscribed, click the bell notification box and you are all set. Please also consider becoming one of our patrons on Patreon at patreon.com/filmbook. And it was all going so well. The acting was superb throughout, the storyline had a very promising beginning, the excellent delivery lifted the dialogue out of tropism. All in all, these elements steadily converged into a truly suspenseful thriller. Rebecca Hall portrayed Margaret as a quintessential top-notch executive at a medical research firm, guiding her interns' well-being on the job as well as at home. She enjoys a mutually respectful but fun sparring relationship with her daughter Abby, whose 18th birthday is right around the corner, coinciding with the start of her college career. She even manages an intimate relationship with Peter, a colleague at the same firm. This appears to be a healthy one, meaning that they both understand and play by the same set of rules. Presumably, he is not a subordinate. Margaret is clearly too smart for that. One is neither surprised nor disappointed at Margaret's distress at the appearance of a mystery man, first at a conference and then at various times thereafter, ramping up Margaret's mounting panicky reactions. Okay, so far, it was no stretch to believe that this man represents some sort of indiscretion leading to feelings of guilt and or shame in Margaret's past. It's even feasible that the man is a hallucination. This is a device used many times before to good effect, so it's no surprise that soon enough she sees the mystery man again sitting on a park bench and confronts him, demanding that he stop following her. And we now discover his name, David. A clever twist here. At first, David either denies ever meeting Margaret before or pretends to. It's the viewer's choice. Within seconds of his denial, he admits to recognizing Margaret and claims to carry their son Ben in his belly, the child she abandoned 22 years before. Aha! A hallucination then. Bizarre, but sure, why not? The obscure backstory is certainly tantalizing, quite a suspense builder. At first, one feels moved at Margaret's distress, then as fearful as her daughter Abby watches her mother's plunge into paranoia. At least the audience, at this point, had some inkling of the backstory which Abby did not, which Margaret decides to share instead with her intern Gwyn, who finds this confidence disconcerting. In essence, this anecdote keeps the storyline's logic on track. It turns out that David charmed Margaret's hippie, i.e. permissive, parents into allowing the 16-year-old to engage in what became a sadomasochistic relationship, into which a son, Ben, was born and used as leverage to keep Margaret bound at a series of hurtful exercises known as kindnesses. When David amputates a couple of Ben's fingers to punish Margaret, she decides she's had enough and abandons her relationship along with her son. Good, yeah, that makes sense, especially the guilt and shame Margaret feels at leaving behind Ben at the mercy of an abusive partner. With David as a hallucination most likely, one turns to the impact on Margaret's home and career. As expected, both are suffering. Margaret's mood gets as frazzled and frayed as her hair with each imagined encounter with David. Despite her protests, she falls into the same pattern of abuse she supposedly suffered as a teen. Meanwhile, Abby gets so alarmed she recruits Peter to conduct an intervention. Peter, worried in his own right, confides that her colleagues have noticed Margaret's behavior, to which she takes umbrage at this intrusion. At this point, Abby has had enough of her mother's craziness, packs her bags, and leaves. The suspense at this point has mounted to critical mass. How will Margaret reconcile spectral David with the tatters of her rational, well-organized life? She and David have the expected showdown in which she eviscerates him in order to save Ben, thereby redeeming herself. Does Margaret really see Ben's baby face beneath that pile of guts? Maybe, maybe not. The next scene must certainly tell the tale once and for all. But Hold on. Wait. That can't be Margaret sitting upright in bed, calm as you please and smiling as she holds the swaddling 22-year-old infant Ben. And is that Abby, taking the infant and rocking him, now presumably reconciled and living back home? Did she ever leave? Hard as it is to fathom, the end credits start to roll. There are those screenwriters, this reviewer among them, that considered an ending the toughest to write. If the intent of this gifted writer/director was to leave a question in the minds of the audience, it is this. Why didn't this tale, among all the possible permutations, deserve something better than it got? It seems to belong in another movie, senseless and nihilistic, especially considering how immensely enjoyable the film was otherwise. And that brings us to the conclusion of this Resurrection movie review. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it below in the comments section. If you liked what you heard during this review, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for viewing, and you can watch one of these reviews next.